Episode 94 of trying to get the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl. Welcome back, everybody. The franchise continues with the Texans on Madden 21. So far, the 2031 season is off to a good start with the Texans at 6-3 and already 4-0 in their division games. We're going to get through the two Jaguars games today, and hopefully we can clinch a playoff spot in the process. Showdown Rosemond, in a contract season, has done a really good job this year. 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. We have changed up the running game a little bit. We're going to be featuring the speedster Frank Banyard a bit more. That seemed to work out well for us last episode. And George Ingram is dominant as always. But it's Cassius Fowler who actually leads this team in touchdown receptions with 9. He had 12 the first 2 years of his career. Last episode, Dre Tatum got his extension after a 2-interception performance. And why don't we upgrade some of the run support here? 95 overall, a true superstar defensive playmaker. We have gone on a good stretch without Alfonso Gresham playing. We traded for him beginning of the season, and now we get the 98 overall cornerback on the field once again. We could have Stephon Ferris come back early, but I don't intend to rush him back. We will play Daryl Lehman, see if he can pick up his first sack of the season. And then we do have some frustration here. George Ingram has been very used to getting the football, but last episode he had like a 2-catch, 14-yard game, which was really strange. I don't think it happens again. What is that? 31-7? 207 yards of offense? What are we doing here? The Chiefs just blew us out. 3 touchdowns from Mahomes. The passing yardage is extremely low. Are we sure they played all 4 quarters in this game? That is unbelievable. D'Angelo Mitchell, 71 rushing yards. Penn, 43. Banyard, just 18. A very, very strange game. Paul Sears, a touchdown, 52 yards. I think George Ingram is going to be very frustrated because he actually did have a worse game. And after all we've done to build up this offensive line, I mean, another 5-sack performance. That's 29 sacks now on the season, I believe, for Rosemond. I'm really disappointed that you didn't get me more involved in this game, especially after our talk. What was the problem? Why weren't you calling my number out there? Oh boy, minus 10 morale, but where is it at now? They don't go aggressive enough with their morale effects in this game. It's rarely significant. Wait a minute. No, that's not good. Dislocated ankle. So Ingram now not really utilized in the offense for 2 weeks, and now he really won't be utilized for the next 7. Oh boy, this is not good. Not after a 31-7 loss. Oh yeah, morale, by the way, 60. It's still fine. But this is really bad. Somebody has to step up. Amari Jones and Paul Sears become your top 2 receivers. And then I think, is it Werner or Arrington that is better as the number 3? I'll give Werner the edge because of his route running skills. But now who plays the slot? I think you have to put Amari Jones in the big slot role now and let his route running hopefully win there. But this season now has the potential to really get out of control with the loss of George Ingram. Now, he could come back in the postseason, of course, but we gotta get there first. Stephon Ferris is coming back. The defense is at full strength now as we take on the Jacksonville Jaguars for the first time. What a response! Without George Ingram coming off a 31-7 loss. Here's the Texans showing some resiliency with 45 points, 400 yards of offense, 5 touchdowns for Showdown Rosemond. Top receiver goes down, QB1, Shadon Roseman steps up. That is an extension earning performance, I'd have to say. And let's talk about the defense. Matt Taylor sacked 10 times. And he's got to come back in a couple weeks to face this team again. Robert Penn ran for 73 and a score. Banyard, 47 yards. Nice duo here. A $120 on the ground. We like that. 21 yards for Penn. One of his longest runs in a long time. Dalton Pope had a very nice game. So did Amari Jones. 3 touchdown catches out of the slot. Paul Sears, 6 for 55. Cassius Fowler, I thought he might see a bit more. Just 3 for 32. Penn caught a touchdown. Werner got some catches in this game. Banyard as well. Calvin Whitfield. So he got a touchdown. You might not even remember me signing Calvin Whitfield. A few years ago, I'm like, I want my own George Fant-like project on this team. Although I guess I'm going in the other direction because Fant was a tight end that became a tackle. I wanted the tackle to move out the tight end. So it's kind of like what the Bengals attempted to do with Jake Fisher after a couple years. Calvin Whitfield has been developing for a couple seasons, and now he's on the roster as a blocking tight end, third tight end. But that's one of the first games he's gotten the ball thrown his way, and now he's got an NFL touchdown. I think we already knew that he was going to get offered the extension, but that's a great game to have and then have it offered. 6 years to Shadon Roseman, $222 million. The only question, is it enough? And Shadon Roseman has signed the blockbuster extension. Although compared to Patrick Mahomes' extension, it's not that exciting. And here are the cap numbers now going into the future. Maybe should have tacked on an extra year because you get that nice salary relief after 5 years when the signing bonus is all prorated. But there you have it. The salaries and the caps are going to be very high for a long time. And we'll see what that leaves us with going forward and who we're able to offer extensions to. There are some tough decisions here because, like, is Lynn Cox a $10 million a year corner? I don't think so, but I also don't think it's far off from where I think it should be, which is like 7. So we'll have to see about some of these other deals. I think we're all expecting that we end up signing Alfonso Gresham. And so just to project out, if we sign Gresham here, we'd have $67 million in cap space if this offer is good enough. So you have 67 to think about Quentin Nelson, Stephon Ferris, Jabari Carr. Right there, about half your cap space right there. And then you get into some other veterans and role players. What are you able to do? Now, I haven't really talked about the draft a whole lot, but I do have kind of some thoughts on where to go after this season. And we've had so many draft classes lately where I've traded up, I've traded away future first round picks and consolidated to have like 4 to 6 player classes and try to make them really count. And that's had very mixed results. I really think that now the focus is not to find that 1 or 2 difference makers, but I actually think that we need to have a class where we get like 10 to 12 players and we hope that we can get, 2 or 3 of them to have hidden development and go with the volume-based drafting approach. Especially with all these big contracts, it's time for a season like that. So one thing I'm going to do is try to just pretty much scout every 3rd or 4th round player at key positions just to get an idea of where this class has some depth and if we are in a position to actually trade back this year instead of up. Wasn't scouting tight ends there because I'm quite happy with our tight end situation, having Cassius Fowler, Dante Hairston, Russ Watson plays some as well, and then Calvin Whitfield who just caught the touchdown. I don't think there's any room for an extra tight end on the roster. Possession upgrade for Calvin Whitfield. Catching, short route running, ball carrier vision. 37 catching, yes, that's not very good. But the 78 run blocking is. By the way, if we played Calvin Whitfield at fullback, and we might as well list him as the third over Daniel Blue, 73 speed. That is enough to play fullback. Carrying at 59. That is low, but I think it could be a whole lot lower. Well, now it's time for the rematch of last year's wildcard game that did not go our way. Raiders gave us the one and done playoff appearance, and both teams are trying to get back to the postseason. Raiders actually a game better than us this year. How does the rematch go? How about we check this one out a little bit? Raiders up in the fourth quarter. This is a 21-16 game. Houston trailing in the fourth in one of the biggest games of the regular season. Let's see if they can pull off a little comeback here against the Raiders as they did against us a season ago. Showdown Roseman has a touchdown pass in this game, and he throws complete. I'm not sure if that was intended for Sears, but let's go with that. Sears, 7 for 69. Nice day for him. On first down, caught underneath. It's Robert Penn. Really liking this running back split we have going here, and I hope to see some Paul Baxter as well. Or excuse me, not Baxter. I wouldn't mind if he got a couple carries, but Frank Banyard. 2nd and 4, pressure given up by Good, and down goes Roseman. It's Monroe. I don't think Good is going to be coming back next season, partially because we need to save salary somewhere. But I know he didn't play well last episode, and looks like he's having some struggles here. Fowler with a nice catch, and now this is a late penalty for a hold. And it is on Amari Jones. Texans have to make some plays here in the fourth quarter, and the Raiders run it inside. A short pickup for Jadarius White, 77 yards on 15 rushes. Looks like the Patriots are pretty solid again this year, 5-3. They're running Wildcat against us. Cheeks taken down by Dre Tatum, who in this game now has 11 tackles and his 5th interception of the season. 3rd and 8. Out of the pocket, Hausler wants to throw it, and it's incomplete. What a play downfield. I thought he was going to run for it. He could have. But the Texans are going to get off the field and get the ball with 5.5 to go. Very returnable. Paul Baxter up to the 46. Down below, we have the Jaguars currently over Indianapolis, which is the preferred result. The Jaguars are worse. This pass goes downfield. Nice catch by Sears at the 25. Roseman's in the zone on first down. Caught Robert Penn inside the 10. Muscling to the 1-yard line. How do we try to get this in the end zone? It's Werner slot right in this formation. Wanting to throw it to the right side. Knocked away and almost picked off. Werner had to play the role of the defender. Russ Watson's in the game. Handoff. Penn. He did not get in. Are you kidding me? Goal line set, 3rd and goal. Toss out, Robert Penn breaks a tackle. He gets in! What an effort by Robert Penn as the Texans take the lead. Every time we reduce his role, Robert Penn steps up. The tosses are not all that effective. You have to break a tackle or make somebody miss. Love this play by Robert Penn, diving in. And we'll go for 2. Under 4 minutes to play. It's Werner, bottom of the screen. Have to expect the ball goes up to the top here. Over the middle here. Only option there was Jones, it appeared, and we are only going to have a 1-point lead. Gotta play some great defense now down the stretch. Hausler underneath. Nice open field tackle by David Perkins. It's a gain of 7. From the empty set on second down. Hausler on target, and that is Henry Ruggs. They're getting awful close to field goal range already with under 3 minutes to play. Beverly around the edge. Hausler completes it across the middle, and that is close to another first down, and they give it to him. Hausler fires to the outside. Perkins is there to make the play. They're not quite in field goal range here. Could we have a perfect sequence? Can't quite get to Hausler in time. Pass caught close to a first down. 3rd and inches. On the outside, this one is caught. 1:41 left to go. Hausler on target inside the 10. And the clock continues to run down. The Raiders can afford to slow down, but they're not. Hausler hit from behind and dropped by Beverly. We're the ones using the timeout. 2nd and goal for Hausler from the 15. Handoff, left side. Beverly with the tackle. Inside. Good run to the 5-yard line. The Texans have to use all 3 of their timeouts. And they're likely going to need another scoring drive. 24-22. Under a minute to play now. A field goal wins it, though. Can Roseman get the team in range? First game after the mega extension is signed. No George Ingram. Roseman delivers, and Jones goes out. No, he didn't, apparently. So it's 3rd down and 8. 37 seconds to go. Roseman! That's incomplete, and already it's 4th in the game. I don't know why he's under center. I added these plays in. It's got to be something decent, right? Extra pressure. Downfield. It's incomplete. Sears couldn't make the catch, and the Raiders will upset the Texans again. Maybe this one isn't an upset, but another close loss. This team is an issue for us. Definitely on the list of teams I don't want to see again in the postseason. I just don't like playing against Henry Ruggs. I think Hausler's played really well. And our offense has kind of underperformed a little against them. They've been tough. I know when we came into the game in this one, I saw our 3rd down numbers were atrocious, and we lost that battle significantly. But here's a quick look at the stats, with Roseman coming in at 238 yards, Hausler 294 with 2 scores and a pick going to Dre Tatum. They ran the ball pretty well, though. Jadarius White 86 yards, Michael Wheeler 40, Robert Penn with 2 touchdowns, but just can't get it done once again. Paul Sears gets an upgrade. Overall had a really good game, just couldn't make that difficult catch at the very end. Not bad progress, though, for 2 years as a complimentary receiver. The goal here is really to win 3 out of the last 4 games, which is not easy, but I'd feel pretty good about 10-6 getting us into the postseason. Potentially 9-7, just because we have those tiebreakers over the Titans and Colts, and I'm not sure if either one is capable of winning out. But a chance to sweep the division. First up, though, a matchup against the 4-8 Atlanta Falcons. One loss rolls into a second against the Falcons, 28-24. Again, a close 4th quarter finish. 2 interceptions in this one for Showdown Roseman with 3 touchdowns. Robert Penn ran for 69, Banyard 30. Amari Jones 7 for $117 and 2 scores. But again, it's the Texans coming up short, falling to 7-6. And here's a look at the AFC South now. We thankfully win this tiebreaker, but I don't like being tied. Now we get to take on the Jaguars again, second game. And we'll see how this one goes. We do get Rashad Walker back from injury. We have swept the division this year, 27-12. Jaguars picked up a safety in the third quarter. Roseman, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. After sacking Matt Taylor 10 times a couple weeks ago, they improved that to only 6 in this game, which is still not good. Banyard and Robert Penn each get a touchdown, weren't all that efficient. And no major receiving standouts, but Cassius Fowler and Russ Watson catch touchdowns. Fowler's at double digits now. A lot of sacks here for the defense, 2.5 for Carr, 2 for Ferris. The schedule's not giving us anything easy here late as we take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Week 16. We need to win these last 2 games if we want a 10-6 season. That is a massive win for Houston. 28-25. 3 more scores for Showdown Roseman. Again, the yardage is low. I don't know why it's quite this low, but we score win number 9 on the season. Still struggling against tight ends, I see. Fowler scores twice. I think he's going to be a superstar next year, especially after this touchdown count. I think he's going to be first in the position. Whoa, George Ingram, big injury decision, Week 17 playoffs on the line. If speed isn't affected, I think you have to bring him back. We're playing for the division here in Week 17. Now let's see if we've clinched anything. I doubt it. Patriots, Steelers, Bengals, so guaranteed 1 wild card team here. And then a handful of 9-win teams. Losing a tiebreaker edge to the Raiders, who have now dropped 3 in a row. Couldn't lose 1 to us, apparently. And the Dolphins are 8-7, so if they beat us, tiebreaker advantage, they don't win the division, so they'd be another wild card team. This is a big one. Very big. If the season ended now, we're division champs, and that's the case if we win. But if we lose, who knows? So do we bring back George Ingram early? Injury, agility, and acceleration are down. I think you absolutely bring him back and try to get this win. This is one of the first big injury, big decision moments I've had where I've actually wanted the player to play, and it's a key situation. And I've done how many seasons with this feature in the game over the last few years. It's time to take on a Dolphins team that has elite defensive talent at all levels. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, LaRon Robinson at running back, Danny Short is the top receiver, just like the last time we took this team on. By the way, to refresh everybody's memory, that was just last season, and that was the 10-6 game that we lost. We could not score a touchdown against this Dolphins team. I hope we can figure it out today. Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins set to take on the Houston Texans as we're trying to make a postseason return for the 3rd straight season. Actually, some potential consistency in this series. Now, if the Colts lose this week, we win the division. And there are a lot of games done, so perhaps there's a good chance of them already having their game finished. As we get underway in Miami, Montrell Russell picks up a tackle. I want the ticker back. Put it back on the screen. Where'd it go? To a 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. He'll deliver deep. It is incomplete. Yes, Minnesota won. We are aware of that. 37-35. 3rd and 10 for Tagovailoa. This one's incomplete. It is a great play for Dante Fry and a 3-and-out. Pittsburgh defeats Baltimore. So they are obviously a division-winning playoff team. Nice run back here by Baxter. Just tell me what the Colts did already. On 1st and 10. Roseman starts and wide open is Robert Penn. They didn't even bother trying to cover him. Kansas City beats Denver. Both teams are 8-8. They can figure out that mess. 1st and 10. Houston running this with Banyard, and he goes nowhere. Cleveland over Cincinnati. Interesting. 14-6. Roseman completes it for a 1st down. It's Robert Penn once again. Running this to the right side now. Nice job by Penn. Able to get 3 yards. Atlanta over Philly. I don't care about that one. How is that not offsides? Roseman dumps it off and could not get it to Fowler, but that should have been a free play. Oh, come on. Indianapolis won. So this game is very important. Tennessee let us down. 3rd and 7. Roseman. Oh, no. He was all by himself. Why was Amari Jones out of bounds? Ryan Ford now. This kick is no good. We still have a way in by losing, but really don't know all the tiebreakers there. I think there would be 2 teams that would have an edge, and we'd have to try being like the 7. I don't want to be the 7. Handoff here, off tackle, and that is a nice play by Montrell Russell. 3rd down and inches. Good push inside. They get the 1st down. Here's Tua on 2nd down, and it's nearly intercepted. Oh, no, we have to catch that. That's such a huge opportunity. 3rd down and 10. We have Tua back to pass. Going up top, down the sideline. It's incomplete. Could we have another defensive battle with under 20 points scored? Starting with Robert Penn, a quick dash to the left, and he picks up 5 yards. Here comes Paul Sears on 2nd down. Pressure handled, pass, incomplete again, too close to the boundary. Gotta get 5. Oh no! Another bad screen. This is some ugly offense. We'll see if anybody's able to move the football anytime soon, but the Dolphins just went 3 and out. Allen Beverly picks up the sack. And we'll try drive number 3. 21 Cassius Fowler, biggest play so far. 7 more. And an interception, giving the Dolphins a short field as they look to capitalize, but head in the wrong direction. Then they get 23. Set up inside the 5, a LaRon Robinson touchdown gives Miami the lead. In the 2nd quarter, Houston has it with pretty good field position, and they go 3 and out, punting from their own 44. Miami's inside their own 20, and they're not going anywhere. Still shut out in this one. 6:06 to play in the 1st half. Houston football around the edge. Pressure given up by Becton into the end zone, and he will barely save the safety. Well, this drive is probably done then. 3rd down and 15. Roseman on the outside. Caught. It's not over. 1st down, George Ingram. Rolling out, downfield. Wow, that's an impressive throw. No penalty. Play fake again. Roseman, middle. This one's caught. It's Paul Sears. Roseman just 9 for 19, trying to get into that rhythm. Going to the eye now. Watson's in the game. Another play fake. And Roseman's on target. It's Ingram once again. 19 yards. Inside with Robert Penn. Through initial contact, and he's up to the 23. Houston in scoring position. Let's see if they can keep the drive moving here. We want 6. Trying to run it this time. Stuffed. They blocked the field goal. Are you kidding me? Still no score for Houston. After a nicely recovered possession there. Dre Tatum, interception number 6. Let's pick it up. Short field for the offense. What a playmaker Dre Tatum has become. From the empty set. Rosemond on target inside the 5. It's Ingram. Banyard is the running back on first down, and he'll run it into the end zone. Finally, we score a touchdown against the Miami Dolphins. Jabari Carr picks up a sack, and we head into the second half, a 7-7 ball game. A very similar game to the one these teams played a year ago. We have Houston driving, though. 3rd and 4, incomplete. Miami again with the stop. Is anyone reaching 20 points today? I really don't think so. George Ingram's played a really big role in this game. He makes another reception for 13 yards, and we'll check back in with the offense. Rosemond in the zone. And the running back is Banyard. They flip it ahead. Amari Jones gets a block down the sideline and taken out at the 19. On second down, Rosemond gets it away in time. It's caught again by Amari Jones, and he'll take it inside the 10. Jones checks out on 1st and goal. Banyard trying to get off tackle. All the way out. He scores again. Great touchdown run. Banyard second, and the Texans have the lead. Can they protect it now? This really is a nice run. We have Hairston helping out on the double team, and then the corner gets inside Ingram, but Hairston's able to make that block. Then we have number 21 here kind of getting into a dilemma, and Banyard's just able to cut the other way, take it outside. Second touchdown of the day. That puts some pressure on the Miami Dolphins as they trail by 7 here in the 3rd quarter. And they will keep this one on the ground and pick up a first down run with Robinson, who's at just 2 yards a carry. Tua gets it away, and the catch is made very close to a first down. Tua's only 8 for 20. Really inefficient day for the Dolphins offense, but still a close game. Going to be a critical drive here to see if they can do more than a field goal. Tua on second down, penalty marker down. That one is broken up. And we have a chance to back him up, and probably should. Tatum is sent on the pressure. Broken up by Alexander. It's 3rd down and 20. All right, just don't give up the big play then. Tua's going to try to get it. Deep downfield. Penalty marker down. And the catch was made, but it's an illegal touching penalty. Wow, what a kick. Daniel Cantu against his former team. We are pinned at the 3. We got away from here once already, somehow avoided the safety. And now we're going empty. I like our empty play calls. A draw? I didn't think this was in the playbook. After the gain of 2, running right, first down, Robert Penn. Big first down. Banyard now in the game on first down, as the Texans stay with the run. Banyard up the middle. He's got first down yardage again and more. Here's Rosemond on first down. Good, gives up the pressure. We're lucky that isn't a fumble. Rosemond on second down. Passes this one to the outside, and Sears gets out to the 50-yard line. Empty set. Over the middle here, it's Ingram once again, and he's certainly making an impact today. 26th in offense? I just can't think of how that's even possible. Rosemond underneath, and Sears may have first down yardage again. Solid drive. We're chewing up clock, getting down the field with 9 minutes to play. And Rosemond's going to keep this one. He's got Jones blocking, and Watson, he's down inside the 15. But a penalty marker at the end is a face mask call on the Dolphins. What a run for showdown Rosemond. Wait a minute. No. Did he get hurt on that? Dishman's in on first down. Dishman outside. It's caught. I totally missed Rosemond getting hurt at the end. Second and goal with Dishman under center. I cannot believe this. Dishman to throw. Over the middle. That's a touchdown to Ingram. And the Texans open up a 2-score lead. But is Rosemond all right? Quad strain, will not be able to return for this game. That shouldn't be like a long injury or anything. But that will mean that Dishman has to finish this game. I can't even go back to the replay of that. They didn't save it. So the Dolphins are down 14 with just 8 minutes left to go. That was a very strange screen pass. Third down and 5. Do they have what it takes to get down the field twice? 7:35 on the clock. Tua completes it, first down. Solid gain. 7 minutes to play. Pressure gets there as Tua launches, and it's knocked away. Perfect coverage downfield. On 2nd and 10, Carr gets there quickly, and Tua goes to 10 for 27 on the day. Cannot get comfortable on offense at all. On 3rd and 10, nice catch, but Tatum is going to make the stop, and it's 4th down Miami. 4th and 4, gotta have this one. Tua downfield, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Miami's downfield passing attack has not been effective whatsoever. And now it's Elliott Dishman trying to close the game out. Play fake, out of the pocket, and complete to Dante Hairston for 4 yards. Inside with the handoff. Nice play by Banyard as he stiff arms a defender. And he's having another really good game against a good run defense. Another play action. And this time, Dishman wants to go deep. And it's caught at the 5 by Fowler. No way. He had Amari Jones in his way, and he got the football. Amari did way more than the defender did on this play. That is an unbelievable catch. It's an underthrown jump ball. He does not at any point step out of bounds. Maybe there, but we're due a couple calls. And Amari is trying to make the catch. Fowler makes the catch through him. And somehow, both feet in bounds. That is amazing. One more score, let's get it. 1st and goal. Banyard, left side, gain of 2. Inside, Robert Penn, touchdown! Let's go to the postseason, everybody. The Houston Texans turn up the offense in the second half, and they should defeat the Miami Dolphins here on the road in the final week of the season. I wasn't sure about this game. We didn't start out playing all that well. And then we were able to get some big plays, some good drives. We played great defense the entire way. And then with Roseman going down, everybody steps up. Miami answers with a touchdown, but they're going to need much more. And they may not even get the football again. Big day for Banyard and Robert Penn. Elliot Dishman gets this one over with, and the Dolphins drop the game. The Houston Texans are AFC South champions once again, and what a way to pull it off. We got this division title run going today with a major injury to George Ingram. Overcame that. Alfonso Gresham has missed much of the season. Stephon Ferris has missed time. And there have been other injuries as well, and then Roseman goes down in the final game. We had them figured out in the second half, and a big difference was just being able to run the ball like we did. Getting 71 from Banyard, Penn for 59, converting in the red zone. George Ingram comes back from injury, playing through the injury that's not 100% healed. He puts up 9, 104, and 1. What a resilient performance in this game and this season by the Houston Texans. We know we've won the division once again. And in the wild card round, Game 3 against the Indianapolis Colts. 10-6 versus 10-6. Looking forward to it. I like the matchup against this team. If we check out the rest of the conference, the Raiders finished 10-6, Patriots 11-5, Steelers 11-5, Bengals and Bills are also in. So the Dolphins are out, Broncos are out. When it comes to injuries, it's still just having George Ingram be 100%, which he's a week away from doing that. So if we build a lead in this wild card game, and I should have thought about this today, but if you have a lead, like 3 scores or something, you take him out. Don't play him 100% until he is 100%. But now we get the Indianapolis Colts, a team that we've had a lot of success against lately after not for a long time. 35-17, 24-17. Of course, we just had an episode against them, but we seem to always play our division opponents in this series, more than any other I think we've had. Maybe the Browns series, we played a lot against those other teams. And I did not look forward to those games with how difficult they were. Those Steelers teams were so good, and then Brock Wall on the Ravens. Saw enough of those games. That was one of the most unique seasons, though, in the series, with all the injuries we had to overcome. Roseman still puts up what seems to be a career touchdown mark. Yes, 39-9. Yardage went down for the second straight year, but he still had a really good season. Robert Penn, 908 yards, ending up with a higher average than Frank Banyard, but I think the two of these playing together, the way we have it set up right now, is one of the best rushing attacks I think we've had in quite some time. And receiving, Ingram obviously only played in 11 games, so didn't get to 1,000. Cassius Fowler, less yardage than I expected, but 12 touchdowns. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get him a boost to superstar. Jones and Sears were pretty solid this season. I do want to check out other tight ends in this department. So Steve Shelton, more touchdowns. Randy Coleman had 12. Also more catches and yards, barely over Fowler. So Fowler is tied for 3rd in touchdowns among tight ends. Donovan Young is 1st in yardage. He's 13th in yardage, while 3rd in touchdowns. I don't think that's going to get him to superstar, even though he's playing really, really well. Leslie Good gave up 12 sacks this season to lead the team. Becton 8, Quentin Nelson 7. And then defensively, Jermaine Wilbon led us in tackles, first year with the Texans. And Jabari Carr and Cordell Hillhouse are each at double-digit sacks again. Dre Tatum, 7 interceptions. I am fully expecting him to be an X factor. Traylon Alexander, no interceptions as a rookie, but 7 deflections. And in the short time we did watch, I definitely saw him make some good plays in coverage. What? Ryan Ford kicked all of 10 field goals this season and missed 4. 6 of 10. 56 extra point attempts, though. That seems like a lot. Yeah, it's the most in the league. So we scored more touchdowns than any other team then. We kicked less field goals and didn't have the yardage. Really interesting how that all played out this season. Here are the yearly awards. Baker Mayfield's the MVP. We take him on in the wild card round. Curtis Calhoun, Coach of the Year for the Patriots. Baker Mayfield's Offensive Player of the Year. Dre Tatum is the Defensive Player of the Year. Gregory Batten, Rookie of the Year. Marshall Culliver wins it on defense. Baker Mayfield's Best Quarterback. CEH, Best Running Back. Eugene Seawright, don't know much about him. Richard Schaffer. Tyquan McGee, Fred Warner, Dre Tatum, Harrison Butker. And here are the NFC awards. Another big year for Caleb Baker. I want to run through his career before we end today's episode. DJ Morris, awesome as always. And thankfully they've added in the team on the player card here, so you don't have to remember everything. But a great success story in the series. Caleb Baker, originally an undrafted quarterback, and now he's won an MVP. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. And all of that after starting his career in Cleveland, then coming to Houston to be a backup, and then going to Dallas to be a backup, and eventually takes over, it looks like, for Dak Prescott. I think that all lines up, and just runs away with this opportunity. Never under 30 touchdowns as a starting quarterback, 3 seasons with single-digit interceptions, and a little bit of rushing as well. Well, that is going to do it for this episode, everybody. We've made it to the postseason once again. Last year was a disappointing one-and-done finish. What does 2031 bring to the Texans? Thank you all for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. There's more to come with the playoffs starting next time. Have a great day.